for the very first scene of Damascus Jane, I want to open. It's black. It gets a little grayer. We see the horizon. We see a campfire. We see some fires beyond the campfire. The campfire's out. Or very low coals is what I was thinking. Very red. Red. Almost unnaturally red over black and white. And Damascus Jane's mother is there. She's up against a rock. There's some blankets. She's bleeding. White dress. She's giving birth to Damascus Jane. There is another cowboy woman there. And she's like, sort of like a protector, wet nurse. And I want there to be the sound of hooves. You hear hooves. There's blood. So the wet nurse needs a knife. And she's handed a knife. That's the Damascus steel that she's handed. Okay. We don't see all of that. We see more reaction in the eyes. I want to see close-ups of the eyes. You hear sounds. And the wet nurse. But yeah, I don't want to, it's like she's not a real wet nurse, right? She's a rugged cowboy rider, one of the gang or whatever that was protecting Damascus Jane's mother from whomever's coming. And so she gets the baby, and I should give her a name. It's going to be played by Danielle and Kara. Kara's playing the mom and Damascus Jane. Then there's Danielle will be playing the wet nurse, and she has several other characters. So there's the scene, there's the blood. You see the blood, and then Danielle's part, she says, "Can you ride?" And then we see Jane's mother's eyes. She doesn't react like that. However she reacts, right? Then the next scene, we see a hand slapping a horse, and the horse rides off. And then I want to follow the horse for a while in the desert, in the blue. It would be black if it were not filmed, right? Of the desert night. She's riding off. The baby's been put in a saddlebag or whatever it is, and they stood their ground, and the baby was sent off. It's very Moses, put it in the basket and send it, right? Damascus Jane. So that's the opening scene. So then from the horse, then I want to pull back from the horse and then the sunlight is rising, and then we go down into the funeral of Maggie, into the magpie funeral. And so it's these, we're starting out big horizons down to detail. Big horizons, no emotion, no nothing, down to concentrated emotion. I don't think that's a thing, but that's the opening scene. For the very first scene of Damascus Jane, I